Hello everyone, welcome back to the show. I hope you're all having a great day today. And as you might know, this Sunday is the Super Bowl, which is a pretty big event in America. It's one of, if not the most viewed events on television, and it also holds the record for people skipping going to work the next day because they stayed up so late watching it, which all in all is actually pretty crazy. And you know, if you're watching the Super Bowl, you're probably going to a party, so I'm going to be doing a tier list of the snacks you would have at a Super Bowl party. Alright, so for the list I found, to start off, it looks like we have some sliders, I guess it appears. I can't tell exactly what those are, but I'll just put these in the B tier. And then I can't even tell if these are potatoes or avocados, so let's just not rank those. Cupcakes, definitely a classic, gotta put them in the A tier. They come in all sorts of different flavors and whatnot, so it can definitely change in quality, but overall I don't think you can really go wrong with the cupcake, especially the little ones where you can just put the whole thing in your mouth and they just explode. Rice Krispie treats, definitely another classic. Why don't we just put those in the A tier? And as for shrimp, I will put that in the B tier, because it appears in the picture they're dipping it in the sauce. And shrimp overall I think is an A tier, maybe even S tier food, but the sauce also seems to be part of the picture. And to be very clear, I am not a fan of the sauce at all. I will eat it plain, but if you put sauce on it, it goes down to the F tier. Alright, this appears to be some sort of fruit salad thing. I cannot really tell from the picture, but I probably shouldn't rank this because I don't even know what this is. Alright, the unwanted vegetable tray. I think we can all agree this goes in F tier. Probably the only thing everyone can agree is at the bottom. Then we have some deviled eggs, and I'll just put that in the A tier. I think that is a good food. Actually, on second thought, I'm going to move that down a tier because they can vary in quality. So it kind of depends on who's making them. Alright, then we have some fried pickles, I believe, something to that matter. I'll put them in the A tier. They look pretty good. Alright, these pictures are kind of hard to tell what these is, but I think this is supposed to be pizza, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the only pizza on the whole thing. So this will just represent pizza in general. We have to put this at the top, of course. You can't really have any party without pizza, just the superior food. I don't think it's overrated at all. Alright, but now it looks like we have hot wings. I have to put that at the S tier too. That is just phenomenal. 100% amazing. Wow. And then brownies. I'm going to put these in the S tier too. I know I just did like 3 S tiers in a row, but brownies are one of the best desserts. Alright, then we have some taquitos. I think that's what you would call that. And those are pretty good. Obviously, we don't really know what's in them. So why don't we just go ahead and put this in the B tier. I have no clue what this thingy is. Or this. Alright, now we have some fruit, and I'll put it in the C tier, because you know, if you're at a party and there's not that much stuff, and you have room for fruit on your plate because they have the special little icing that you dip it in, you will eat it. Unlike the vegetable tray, which is just like not a chance. This looks like guacamole dip, I think. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but some people like it. I'm just going to put it in the D tier. Mozzarella sticks. This is going in the S tier. I probably have too much stuff in the S tier, but I can't help myself. They're so good. Chocolate chip cookies. We're going to put this in the A tier. This just looks like a bowl of cashew nuts, maybe almonds, some mixed stuff in there. I'm going to put this in the D tier. I don't know why someone would bring that to a party. Then we have meatballs. I'm also going to put this in the A tier. They are pretty good, and I think they're pretty consistent in quality wherever you get them from. I think they're going to be pretty good. I cannot tell if this is nacho dip or corn pudding, so I'm not going to rank that. Alright, the Chex Mix. This is phenomenal. I'm gonna put this in the A tier. And this looks like some sort of dessert mix where people put icing on pretzels and stuff. I'm also going to have to put this in the A tier. Don't know what this is, but this soup thing, people will sometimes bring soup to parties or chili or something to that matter. Not really a huge fan of it. I'm not going to put it too high. Alright, then we have pigs in a blanket. Those are pretty good. Those are definitely a classic. We're going to put that in the A tier. Potato chips. We're going to put this in the A tier. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, we don't have any other chips on this list, so let's just say this represents chips in general. This has to go in the S tier. I'm going to put it up there with pizza and hot wings, because chips are the snack of the party. They're the things that you just continue to munch on. And then it looks like we have beans. I don't know who's bringing these to a Super Bowl party, so it's not going very high for me. I'm not really a huge fan of just plain beans in general. Some of them aren't bad when you put them on stuff, but just like cowboy beans or whatever that is, not really a huge fan, especially when you compare it to all the foods at the party. Alright, this looks like some crackers and dip. I'll probably put this in the C tier. And that pretty much concludes our tier list. Let me know what your favorite snack is in the comments section below. And who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Obviously, we have the Chiefs and 49ers, and it's a pretty competitive league. What do you think of the guy that's going to be performing at halftime? What are some new movie trailers you're hoping to see? Do you think Mr. Beast has enough money this year to have a commercial? Do you think Travis Kelce will ask Taylor Swift to marry him? Do you think the NFL is scripted? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I have to predict someone to win the Super Bowl. So I am on the wheel of names, and we're just going to spin this and see who wins. And our winner is... Okay, this is close. The 49ers. Okay, so I got a 50-50 shot. Let's see if I predict it right.